Welcome again. We're on to the 57th script. I'm building a very fun toy for my daughter Ella, who's here beside me, 3 years old. And you can see I've got a pretty cool model. Ella's going to be quiet while I show this. It's a pretty simple script. Take the turntable off. The rendering doesn't have to be on either, but you can see from the shaded view everything that's involved. It's pretty simple, and I'll show you how it's made. Going in and using a Science Ink, I think it's called. Let me just put up my bifocals. Put it through a range and made a. Let's see if I can get the data. Made points. Certainly I made the axis, which is nice, and then I made this slope curve, which can be played with totally by changing the steps and changing the size of this. So basically, throwing those curves through a mirror. Bringing those two curves together and revolving them around the axis gives me this wonderful little car that I can amplify and change. It takes a little bit, but you can play with kind of a bubble car tire, kind of fun thing. I'm going to leave it kind of pudgy like that. That's done. I take it and I find the edges. I find these two and I loft them together to find the center, which is no problem. I have my point in the middle. I start doing a polar array of the spokes, which I can change the count whatever I want. So if I change the count up to 6, you'll see how that affects the overall sides, how many are pudged in there. It's not the slowest moving script, but it's not the fastest, so we'll just put it at 5 again. Do a couple of mirrors of that on the other side. Pretty simple geometric assignment. Group everything together. I have a little variable pipe that's being played with here as a Bezier curve, and the merge together. Bring it into one brep, and before I brought it into one brep, which is a single one, I thought it would be nice to take it into render and throw it into all those colors. Max, Ella, please don't do that. And that should be it. Leaving that, you've got all your colors and you've got your good rotation. You can also take that object here and stop Ella. We can bake that on a layer, which might be nice to see the continuity of this. Take it off of that looking, and we'll just put it into actually, I want to get rid of my colors. Let's take it back into shaded, and we'll just throw it into an EMAP and check it for continuity and smoothness. And there you go, one object done. Pretty sweet. Turntable. Couldn't be easier. I'm going to enjoy making these little kids' cars for my daughter, and maybe I'll make it, and maybe she'll play with them. I'm not sure, but they're pretty fetishized and shiny, and that's what they're all about. And kind of fun. I could probably make that curve a little smoother transition there, so that's not got that line, but I don't mind it. All right, thanks for watching. Easy script. It'll be called